Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Rhea Ripley shared a heartfelt update following her match last night on WWE Raw. The Eradicator battled former NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez last night in a singles match. Ripley was in control of the action before Julia interfered in the match. Women's World Champion Io Sky rushed to the ring to help Ripley following the attack, and Perez and the Beautiful Madness retreated. The 28-year-old took to Instagram today to seemingly dedicate the match to someone important in her life. She noted that the bout was for zio, which is Italian for uncle, as seen in her message below. A bunch of fans reacted to Ripley's post and sent heartfelt messages to the former champion. You can check out some of the messages in the image below. Io Sky successfully defended the Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair in a triple threat match at WWE WrestleMania 41. Belair suffered a finger injury during the match, and it was recently revealed that she will be missing some time to heal. WWE star comments on potential match between Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. Liv Morgan recently claimed that the idea of Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley facing each other in a singles match was dumb. Morgan will be stepping away from WWE television as she was cast in an upcoming film. In an exclusive interview with Sportskeeda Wrestling's Riju Dasgupta, the 30-year-old shot down the idea of a match between Ripley and Mysterio. The current women's tag team champion claimed that Dirty Dom had already gotten the better of Ripley emotionally, and there was no need for a match. Why do you want to watch Dominic crush Rhea? First of all, Dominic, he's such a gentleman. He's not gonna hit a woman, so that's just dumb. But, also, if that were to happen, you like Rhea, I'm assuming. He already crushed Rhea mentally and spiritually and emotionally. From 238 to 304. Rhea Ripley captured the Women's World Championship from Liv Morgan, but lost the title to Io Sky on the Raw following WWE Elimination Chamber 2025. It will be interesting to see what the company has planned for the popular star after she came up short at WrestleMania. The crowd at Monday Night Raw was still buzzing long after the final bell had rung. Rhea Ripley, the dominant mommy of WWE, had just completed one of the most emotionally charged matches of her career, not because of the result, but because of what it symbolized. Ripley had faced a returning Becky Lynch in a brutal, high-stakes main event that headlined Raw. The match, which lasted nearly 30 minutes, showcased both women's grit, power, and mutual respect. Though Ripley retained her title after a hard-fought victory, it was what happened after the cameras stopped rolling that had fans talking, and later, what Rhea herself shared online. This one meant everything. Within hours of Raw going off the air, Ripley took to Instagram and X, formerly Twitter, to post a heartfelt update. This one meant everything. Wrestling Becky tonight wasn't just about titles or wins, it was about proving something to myself. I've carried this division for months, but I needed a night like this to remind myself why I love this. Thank you to every single person who believed in me, and to Becky, thank you for pushing me to be better. Alongside her message was a photo of her sitting on the entrance ramp after the match, her mascara slightly smudged, clutching the Women's World Championship against her chest as the crowd cheered behind her. The image captured vulnerability, pride, and exhaustion all at once. Backstage buzz. According to several backstage reports, the match had been a personal request from Ripley, who had been advocating to work with Lynch in a true main event spotlight. With Rhea's Judgment Day storyline simmering and Becky's return creating buzz, WWE officials agreed that Raw needed a marquee women's match that wasn't just filler, it needed to feel historic. And it did. In what fans are already calling a Match of the Year candidate, Ripley and Lynch told a story rooted in competition rather than betrayal. There were no heel turns, no weapons, no outside interference, just two women at the top of their game, demanding respect through sheer wrestling. Backstage after the match, Rhea reportedly broke down in tears. Sources said she hugged Lynch tightly and whispered, "Thank you for that," before heading to medical to be checked for a possible rib bruise. Fans react with praise and emotion. Fans and fellow superstars flooded social media with responses. Liv Morgan tweeted a simple heart emoji and a gif of Ripley powerbombing Lynch with the caption, "Mommy earned that one." Bayley chimed in with, "That's how it's done. Respect." Even Triple H shared a rare late-night tweet. Moments like tonight remind us why this business matters. Rhea. Becky. That's how you main event Raw. Fans echoed the sentiment. One viral fan post read, "I used to think Rhea was all about dominance and intimidation. But tonight? Tonight she showed heart. She showed love for the craft. She showed us why she's more than just mommy, she's the future. Rhea opens up in post-Raw interview. In a WWE digital exclusive interview released early Tuesday morning, Ripley opened up further. "I think I forgot how good it feels to just wrestle. No drama. No mind games. Just fight. Becky brought that out of me. I've had a rough couple of months, people doubting me, saying I'm being overshadowed, that I only win because of Judgment Day. But tonight, I walked in and out of that ring alone. And I'm proud of that." She went on to explain that while the Judgment Day remains her family, she wanted to remind everyone, and herself, that she was more than the stable's enforcer. She was the standard-bearer for WWE's women's division. What's next for Rhea Ripley? With her emotional statement and emphatic victory, fans are now wondering what's next. Rumors are swirling that Ripley may defend her title at WWE Clash at the Castle in her home region of Australia, potentially against a surprise opponent like Jade Cargill or even a returning Charlotte Flair. But for Ripley, the next steps aren't just about challengers. "I needed to remind myself of who I am," she said in closing during her interview. "Tonight did that. I'm not done proving people wrong, not even close. But maybe now, I'm also proving something to myself." The human behind the Titan. What made Rhea's message resonate wasn't just her in-ring dominance, but the vulnerability she allowed herself to show after the match. In an industry often defined by ego and spectacle, Ripley's honesty stood out. She spoke to young fans watching at home who might also struggle with self-worth. She spoke to women trying to succeed in male-dominated spaces. And she spoke to the wrestling community, reminding everyone that this isn't just about titles or tweets. It's about moments. And on this night, Rhea Ripley created a moment that won't be forgotten. Would you like a version of this formatted like a WWE article or posted as if it's from Rhea's perspective, first person?